everyone, and welcome. I'm Justine, and this is State of Grace Tarot. And today is day 8 of my 31 Days of Tarot challenge, where I am practicing doing a spread and a reading on a random question every day of the month of January. And so far, I've had a lot of fun doing it. That some of my readings are hit and miss, but I think it's a great learning experience, and I wouldn't change anything. And I'm looking forward to seeing how my practice grows and evolves, and how I'm able to incorporate more and more aspects of things from the tarot and learning the cards a little bit more as I go through this whole process. And I'm continuing to read and research and play around with other tarot decks. This week I am focused on a traditional 15 card spread. So I have my little cheat sheet for the spread layout and what each card signifies. I have my question book from the Ultimate Tarot Practice Questions and my original Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started and pick our question. So here's a good one. Leona says, I'm going to court tomorrow to dispute a speeding ticket I can't afford to pay. I got it because I was running late to a job interview and got stuck in traffic. How will it turn out for me? So Leona wants to know how something will turn out for her, that has to do with the courts and law and rules. So we'll see what the tarot has to say about that. So the first thing I want to do before I pull a tarot reading is I want to pull an oracle card just to get an overall energy of the situation. And I am pulling from the Wild Unknown Archetype deck and guidebook. Let me see if I can maybe just do a little bit of a shuffle. About a little bit. One more. I do like doing oracles just to get an overall energy of the situation. And also, I just really want to work with this oracle a little bit more. So we have the medallion. So the medallion says it's the amulet, the talisman, the heirloom. The passing on of sacred objects is an ancient ritual within families, between lovers, and in tribes across the globe. We gift jewels, treasures, keepsakes, and mementos of all kinds, some of great material value, others that hold emotional resonance, and still others with both. Yet when these gifts are bestowed upon us, it is important to recognize that they may bind us to an unspoken agreement or promise. When the medallion card appears, be aware of how the objects you hold dear may be embedded with unconscious energy or expectations. Materials hold consciousness, and it's time to reconcile the vibration of the objects around you. What do you covet and collect? Why? Is there an object you have held onto for years that you are ready to release? Perhaps it is time to reach for the medallion that aligns with your deepest values. So it's really cool. They have some exercises here. Like imagine if you and your family, school, or social group had a crest, emblem, or amulet. What would it be? Draw it. Do you feel objects contain supernatural properties? When have you experienced this to be true? So when light, this is upholding tradition, protecting, honoring. When dark, it's burdensome, inheritance, habituation. And it looks like this medallion or amulet is an ancient Egyptian scarab amulet, which is interesting. So I think this could speak to, her wanting to hold on to her money because she cannot afford to pay the speeding ticket, but it also could speak to, traditions and values and a mutual understanding that we all have that one should not disobey traffic laws. So now let's see what the tarot has to say. All right, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Five of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords. Do we have enough space? Let's move things up so we can see them a little bit better. Fine, go there. We have the Page of Swords, and Death. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Empress, Strength, the Hermit, and the Page of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. So I think it's interesting, Leona was running late because she got stuck in traffic and she was headed to a job interview. And because she was speeding, she got a ticket. So in the present state of the matter, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is, a card of karma, and being kind of on the wheel spinning. And to me, this is Leona reacting to, being stuck and being anxious about a new job. She can't afford to pay this speeding ticket, probably because maybe she doesn't have a job, maybe she's looking for a job with higher pay. I do feel like, there's a lot of pentacles in this situation. We have pentacles and karma in the current present situation. We have some pentacles up here in one of the outcomes. We have current trajectory, no pentacles there, but we have pentacles down here in outside influences, um, things external to the situation that are impacting. So all in all, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, well, only 4 pentacles, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 3 swords, 1, 2, 3, 3 cups, and 2, 4, 5, 6 major arcana cards, which speaks to there being bigger themes and bigger energies at play, and maybe that's speaking to possibly a life-changing interview that she has. So here in the current situation, to get a grasp on what's going on now, we have in our recent past, or energy affecting the matter, is the Knight of Pentacles. And to me, knights are taking action. Maybe they're a little bit rash. The Knight of Pentacles is a little bit slower of a mover. So maybe this is her putting herself out there for the job interview. Maybe this is her going to the job interview, and she probably should have been more patient and going slow, kind of like this Knight of Pentacles. And then in the near future, energy that will affect the matter, we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is, very much a card about work and learning and really honing in on your craft. So I feel like maybe this job interview won't be the right one for her. This, especially looking at the most probable trajectory based on the current situation. I don't know that the job interview that she was going to when she got this speeding ticket is the right job for her. I feel like maybe there's a different job, or something that she cannot see. Maybe, Page of Pentacles is start of something new. She has 2 pages up here, and pages are, in the courts, they were the messengers, and they helped the knights. So I think of them as very young. So maybe there's something she can't see here that's kind of binding her and restricting her. But we'll get to that. So I would think, she might need to work a little bit harder. Maybe she needs to learn more, go back to school. Maybe this job isn't what's right for her. So looking at the most probable outcome based on, the current trajectory, she's disputing the speeding ticket. And I think she's not going to win that based on this. We have the 5 of Cups, which, is someone, it's really melancholy, someone focusing on these cups that are spilled. And, she's really stressed and not going to be able to pay this parking ticket. But I think, this Death card is maybe a life lesson of slowing down and really looking at the decisions you're making and not reacting so much, and making the correct decisions going forward. Even though you get stuck in traffic, that doesn't mean you need to speed on to your appointment. Call them, give them a heads up that you're running late because of traffic. People get stuck in traffic all the time, right? So maybe if she goes to this court and, says, "Oh, it's not my fault, I was speeding," focuses on the wrong things, that she is going to have to pay her traffic ticket, and there's not going to be any options for her. Maybe there's payment plans or something. I'm not sure. But if we look at alternative outcomes, if adjustments are made, we have the Eight of Swords, which feels, very bound and constricted, and, she's really stressed. But maybe if she comes at it with some creativity and just owns up in court rather than trying to dispute the speeding ticket, maybe she just admits and, puts her trust into the court. Maybe it will turn out better and she'll be free from these bindings and not have to pay. So if we look down here in the advice or actions to be taken for the best outcome, we have the King of Cups, the Empress, and the Seven of Swords. And I do feel like, this might be, playing, not playing on the emotions, but being honest. We have the Seven of Swords, which is a card of dishonesty. And I feel like if she tries to dispute this speeding ticket, that she's not going to get the outcome that she needs. The Empress is about abundance and creativity, and we have two leaders here. And I think if she comes at it with more of an emotional plea, that and just being honest, that she might have a better outcome. Influences outside of her control, we have another page, the Page of Swords, and we have strength. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, which I do feel like, she's going to need to be strong. Like, she's not going to be able to control the outcome of the court. I feel like this also, the Two of Pentacles, is speaking to possibly two different job opportunities. Or there's maybe two candidates for the job interview that she was going for. And we have the Page of Swords, which is a dreamer, and it's fleeting energy. So I feel like she's not going to get the job that she was speeding to the interview for. And based on like needing to be strong and there being two choices here, and the Page of Swords being a messenger. So I feel like this is the overall message from the cards today. Let me know your thoughts or if you have any questions. Thank you all for joining me on this journey. It's been really fun, and I'll see you again tomorrow.